Hey guys, this is Rubik's NG with part 2 of No BS Gaming with Let's Play Sonic 2. So, alright, now we're in Casino Night Zone, one of my favorite zones in the game. It's pretty flashy, I can say that for sure. I like the background, I like those little blue buildings that are all flashing. Looks really nice. I always love the art style of Sonic games, like all the worlds. Not so much with the 3D ones, they kind of lost that touch, but with the classic 2D ones, you had some really nice environments and backgrounds. Yeah. Makes me wish you were still making 2D Sonic games like they did before. And Casino Night Zone has a lot of those blue blocks, and they move back and forth, and they can't squish you pretty easily. And we also got those little, I don't know what you would call them, little springy things. You have to hold the jump button and then wait for it to go fully down and it bounces you up. They're kind of, to be honest, a bit frustrating because they take too long to kind of charge up to get ready. And it's so easy to fall back down them once you actually get out. You got a lot of areas like this where with a little roulette sort of casino thing, whatever you want to call it. And lots of little walls everywhere that you can run up. It gets a tiny bit confusing, but we actually got another extra life, so we got 11 now. Which is pretty awesome. And we finished the first act. And I do have to apologize for how nasally I was sounding. I think it's both because I have a pretty bad microphone, it washes kind of the sound out or whatever. And I also just got over a cold that I've been sick with for like 2 weeks or so. And yeah, so hopefully in my next No BS gaming series, I won't be so nasally. But now we're actually going in those little things, and so once you're in them, they will actually give you rings depending on what you get, or they will take away all your rings, or a lot of them. So I'm actually kind of determined to get something, just to show what happens. So here we got 3 bars, it gives us rings. There's actually one I think that gives you like 100 rings or so. And you can really rack up a lot of lives on those things, but if you get 3 Robotniks, you lose all your rings. Not too sure if it can kill you if you don't have any rings, though. And now we have the super shoes, and that won't be good in this crazy course. Kinda going all over the place. Oh my. Okay, there we go. Music is also pretty good. I like the song in this. I actually like all the Sonic songs. They're all catchy and good. I'm really not having any luck with those things, so I guess I'll just continue moving on now. This part kind of a bit tough to get over because you're always getting bounced everywhere. But of course, another extra life is just around the corner. Since I have 4 more rings to go, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, there we go. 12 lives. And I tried to get into one of them, but I actually missed. But now we're heading to the boss. And this boss is a bit tough. So pretty much what you have to do is you have to hit it at the top by using all the bouncing and flippers and everything. And if you're lucky and pretty good at this, you can actually continue bouncing off him from the top, but it's kind of hard to do so. And when you're under him, he'll drop a little spike ball, which kind of explodes a little bit, as you can see. So, it is a bit tough, but all you need to do is really spin dash up the sides and jump to hit him, and just be a bit patient. And now we've finished this. So, let's get out here. The wall disappears and Tails gets squished, which was actually kind of funny when I was playing this. And we finished the Casino Night Zone, so we're heading to the 5th zone. And continue. Unfortunately, there's no way to check how many I have, but I bet I would finish this with like 8. So here we got the Hilltop Zone, and Tails kills me. Seriously, he just goes and walks onto that little bridge, which makes it move when I'm walking onto it, so I fall down and die. Take that, Tails. Jeez. Wow. That was just... Some of those moments you have Tails and he like screws you over. And that's why I actually keep Tails to play, but it makes it more interesting. Because he always screws you over in one way or another, like he bounced this thing back up while I was trying to get up. Jeez. But the Hilltop Zone has the same foreground except with the trees of Emerald Hill Zone, except ground or soil or whatever you want to call those blockish things are blue instead. It's actually a pretty interesting one. I like the background. Music's okay. It's pretty fun. Lots of lava. Definitely lots. And it's pretty fun. Especially since this is the last of the zones I actually like for quite a while. Got some zones I'm definitely not looking forward to coming up soon. So there's quite a few areas like this where you have a bounce back sort of spring. Wait, what am I doing? Okay, there we go, bounce back spring. Gets a bit crazy. We almost got another extra life. Now this part's a bit hard because the ground rises as well as the lava, and what I do is I just rush. I run into the lava with my shield and hope to God I don't get squished by the lava in that doorway. But now, I have my extra life. Oh, wait, no. Haha, Tails did it for me. He made up for a little thing where he killed... Oh my god! I got an extra life from the points now. Wow. Okay, so we're finished Act 1. It's good. Definitely is. And to continue, of course. So here is Act numero 2. Oh, I don't know. But this zone's pretty much, I don't know how to explain it. It's like, it's good, but at the same time, there's just something about it sometimes. It prevents it from being one of my favorites. I don't know. It's weird. Let's continue moving on now. And now this part's a bit hard because the lava rises up, and there's lots of power-ups though. I almost got squished there. I was hoping Tails would have too. Tails would have been the only one getting squished. That was to happen, actually. But there we go, we got a star. Or not a star. Invincibility! Like a lot of times, I think I'm playing Mario for some reason. I go, oh, invincibility is a star, and we're picking up coins. And getting mushrooms and fire flowers. Jeez. Alright. So Tails killed himself. Again! Twice in a row! There he is, he's already back. He must learn his consequences, even though he already made up for what he did before. Okay, now we got the boss. So, here we go. So he comes out of the lava, he kind of floats, shoots a little bit, and goes back in. And Tails actually did quite a bit of damage there. And then he goes back in and makes the fire jump up to the grass. That's pretty much it. I actually did a really cool way of finishing him off by doing a spin dash and just hitting him and bouncing back. Because a lot of times, that part where I kill him, I always fall into the lava. So it's actually pretty lucky to do a spin dash there. Alright. Now they're continuing. Jeez. Now we got the Mystic Cave Zone. I don't like this zone very much, and you're gonna see why in a little bit. You got all these little things that kind of pound the ground and probably squish ya. I think I do get squished when I'm playing this. One time or two, I don't know. And the music, not the biggest fan of it, but I do like the background of how you have like a bit of like whatever you want to call these things that we're walking on in the background as well. It's kind of cool. And there we have the Firefly, which is pretty much, well, I don't know what it's really called. I'm just gonna call it Firefly. Firefly Badnik or something, I don't know. But he goes and flashes, becomes invincible, and we actually got owned by him just a little tiny bit ago by going so fast. Oh, there we go. Squished and killed. Third death of this Let's Play. So we didn't get hit by that guy this time. And this part's a tiny bit hard. It does give me a tiny bit of grief. Actually, this whole zone is just a tiny bit of grief. Jeez. So let's not die by this thing this time. And there is another route down here which I prefer. But you do have to be careful when you're falling down pits, because we're going to find out the hard way of why it's so bad. Probably around, I think it's an NS Act. Not too sure. Okay, so let's go down here, get some rings, or invincibility, and then some rings. Jeez. Now, if you do hit a signpost or midway point, whatever you want to call it, with 50 rings or more, you can actually jump into a ring to do a bonus stage. I never did this in this Let's Play because NeoBS playthroughs, it's not about collecting everything, but it's about going through the game normally without collecting everything or getting emeralds or all that stuff. And if you were to beat this stage, you get Chaos Emerald, and if you get 7 or so, and that would mean when you have 50 rings and you jump or press a button, you would turn supersonic and be invincible and really fast, but your rings would count down, and when your rings are fully gone, you would turn back to regular Sonic. Now, this is fine and dandy, except in one point of this level, and I'm going to talk about it when it comes out, because it's one of those parts where you're just going to reset the game, probably. Or just change the channel for a little bit. And go watch some TV and leave the game on, because it's definitely one of those spots that really, sometimes Sonic games can be just so brutal in a few spots. So let's continue moving on. I think we're getting close to this area. Yep, we are. So let's continue unlocking that thing. And if you fall down here, instant death. You can't get out. But if you're supersonic, you're going to be invincible. And if you have 100 rings like I did before, you will have to wait 100 seconds before you actually die. And that is why I don't like this zone, is that part I always fall down, and when I have supersonic, I just turn off the game. I don't even bother. I just go into the level select later on using a cheat, and I just skip this zone. Because I swear, it should know that you're screwed either way, so why not just kill you off and make it a bottomless pit? But no, Sega has to be like, the players must be tortured. So now let's go all the way back to where we were and hope we don't fall down that stupid thing again. And I find it kind of cheap, because if you're going fast, you're going to fall down that either way. Because you need to jump on that little vine to lower it. There we go. Get hit by the little spike ball thing. And we're actually getting near the end of this act, so we can finally finish off this zone. Right, so I think it's around here. Yep, it is. Ended up falling down, but oh well. We actually got a tiny bit lost here. I never went this way before. But all I need to do is go down and get a shield and try to get off that stupid thing. And there we go. Here's the boss. Now I know a really good way of taking him out quickly, as what he does is he makes spikes fall, and rocks. The rocks don't hurt you, but the spiky rocks do. You just spin dash. Even the drills can't hurt you. And then when he goes over here, raises the drill, go, and hit. Boom. Done. Because this boss can actually take a while with this going up, being gone for a little bit. And I really don't like this zone, so I just kind of rush to him. But that concludes this part of No BS Gaming. So see you in part 3. So where we finish the game.